Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to another Blunt Talk with Shane J. Alexander. I actually had created a video, but I had a phone call in the middle of the video. So, this is the video you guys are going to get. It's not okay to treat people like options when they don't treat you like options. And I know there's a lot of people in the world that feel this way, that they've been treated like options. They've been treated like they're second choices, last choice. You just happen to be on my mind, so I called you type of choice. And I want to say, fortunately for us, the shoe will be on the other foot sooner than later. Um, I have not been able to express extreme excitement about my place. I feel like because it came with things that it came with people telling me I needed to make exceptions about things that they've never made exceptions about in their own home. It came with people asking me to do things for them that they wouldn't do for me in their own home. And it's taken me aback. One, because I'm on testosterone, so therefore I really don't have much emotional feelings towards it. It's kind of just like a fuck you. You hurt my feelings, fuck you. And I just leave it at that. But I feel like if we don't, as a collective, if we don't, as a people, the people that are feeling certain types of way, and I know me as a person, I've always been the type to hold my feelings inside. You might see on my face that I'm holding something inside, but you never quite know exactly what I'm holding on to or what I'm going through. And I've found that humans continuously will ask you to do things that them themselves will not do. And those things make me uncomfortable. I have explained to multiple people I am autistic. Regardless if you feel like it or not, it has your feelings don't matter with facts. If I need to go get the piece of paper just to show people, just so they can research, just so they can understand. When I used to be suicidal and things like that, nobody took the time to even try to understand me. Nobody still takes the time to try to understand me. And still they ask themselves the same questions or try to put me in the same box as to force me to make exceptions that the others are not having to make. I didn't tell people to tell me that when I got a place that they would come and visit me. People chose to do that on their own. You choose to either make yourself a liar or you choose to keep your word. I cannot make you do that. I can only worry about me and my feelings and how I feel about things. I know that the table is about to turn, and I know that the shoe is about to be on the other foot. And I keep saying to God, please make sure that I take into 2024 what you want me to take into 2024. And I've said that to other people too. You should probably make sure that you sit down and you talk to God and find out what's your next year going to be about. He may not tell you the whole entire year, but he's good with giving snippets. A little snippet here, a little snippet there. I just had a phone call with somebody from my past. And it was interesting to sit here and go over the different perspectives that we saw growing up as children in the same church, under the same roof, with the same adults that were supposed to be guiding us in the godly way that they were supposed to be guiding us in. I can't go back in time and force them to apologize for doing their job poorly, but expecting me to do my job to the maximum. I cannot go back and ask the adults, why did you do this? Did you not see fit to teach us this? Did you forget about this? And as that person reminded me a fact that God has taught me, without my past, I wouldn't be the man that's sitting in front of you guys right now. But I choose not to be stagnant and hold my feelings in and my emotions for someone else. Because no one's holding in their feelings or their emotions for me. No one ever has. And I'm sure no one ever will. That's fine. That's cool. Do you? These past couple of years have been extremely difficult on me. And yet and still I've had no one come around to try to help me navigate through that difficulty. I felt that a family member would maybe attempt to at least come spend a day with me in my new home, in my humble abode. But that cannot happen without the expectation or the exception of me allowing something else into my home, and I will not do it. I will not do it. I will not be forced anymore to do anything that I do not want to do, nor will I be forced anymore to do the things that the other children of my household growing up don't have to do either. It's not fair to me. It's not fair to my children. It's not fair to my household. It's not fair to my mentality. It's not fair to my spirit. It's not fair to my soul. It is not fair to me anymore. And I try to continuously not drop information about certain people and this and that and another. But as I said in my other video before I started, I meant to say that in this one, this is my life. This is my testimony. This is what I have to speak about today. Tomorrow might be something else. I am highly perturbed in the lack of enthusiasm my own family has regarding me. I know in the past, anytime anybody had done something good, I'd be the first one. Proud of you. Still the first one. Proud of you. I don't ask for much. And what I do ask for continuously is pushed either to the side or I'm made to feel like I'm crazy. And I know that I'm not. I'm crazy in certain aspects. I'm crazy about God, yes. But I know that what I know. I know that I know that I know. And there's been a lot of negativity surrounding my positivity. And I don't like it. I don't like being told to call somebody that nobody else wants to call. It messes with my autism. It messes with my psyche. And no matter how many times I keep saying that it's triggering, we keep doing it. So I must either be a joke to y'all or you think this is a game. But it is not. And I continuously keep telling y'all that. I got a back door behind me right now. I'm in a whole bedroom with a whole living room. It's not to gloat. It's to let y'all know. I work for God. I have been working for God. Question is, what the fuck y'all been doing? Question is, what the fuck y'all been doing? So going into 2024, as I keep saying, I'm not taking everybody with me. I'm not taking everything with me. I'm not taking anger with me. I'm not taking pride. I'm not taking ego. I'm not taking it. And these are the things that I see lingering around people that want to come with me. But you won't let go of your ego. You won't let go of your pride. You will not let go of self. You will not let go of self. If you have not heard of it, Google ego death. Ego death. Do your research. But the more I grow, I find the people that are around me are not trying to grow with me. They want me to keep continuously dumb myself down. And I'm telling y'all right now, if you have a group of people around you that's trying to force you to dumb yourself down, keep doing what you're doing. Do the opposite of what they're trying to make you do. It's okay to not be a part of the collective all the time. We don't always have to be the same, doing the same, da 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 da. That's why y'all in the matrix, and that's why they not in the matrix, and that's why they gonna stay in the matrix. Pay attention to that. We don't all have to do the same things. We don't all have to have the same goals. We don't all have to have the same dreams. But we should all have the same respect for each other and have the same support. I used to ask people, can you just research? Can you just research me? Research the things that remind you of me. Research anxiety. Research depression. Research autism, because it may not just be for me. You know how many people are like me? It may be for your grandchild. It may be for your niece. It may be for your cousin. But instead we so one dimensional. One dimensional. It hurts, I must say, because I'm still having my human experience. It hurts to know that you would do stuff for people and try to make it to where you break generational curses, and generational curses don't just reside in me. They don't just affect me. And breaking them don't just affect me. I don't just get the blessings from them. It's a residual thing. But to still not have a support group, really. To still have to beg for support, beg for love, beg for this, beg for that. I'm tired. I'm not an option. I'm a real good person. And I know that I'm a real good person. I might have an asshole attitude sometimes, and I might be fed up. I might be really fed up with being lied to. I might be being fed up with people trying to play games with my brain. I'm not a child anymore. You can't manipulate me. I'm not stupid. If you say you're going to go to church, go to church. Don't tell me to toot your own horn. And from what I just heard right now on this phone, what I just heard on this phone, what I just heard on this phone, and the fact that so many adults were lackadaisical with children's lives, children's future. We were the future at one point in time. I was the future at one point in time. But y'all was so stuck on yourselves that y'all couldn't even see past yourselves to see us. And I thought it was just me that felt that way as a child growing up in that church. I thought it was just me that felt alone growing up in that church. I thought it was me that was just trying to run around on the streets and just everybody made it seem like it though. It was just me trying to run and be out on the streets, but y'all didn't sit with other people. Y'all didn't sit with other people that came from that building. Y'all didn't sit with other people who had different perspectives that were children during the time of the trauma. Y'all didn't sit there. But you want to come sit here? That'd go crazy. Are you going to come sit and talk about the trauma? I just had to ask because I have been wanting to ask since I was a child. I had images and pictures of a situation that I was in but not involved in. And it was the day or the night at a bowling alley in Los Angeles. And I remember the church members were supposed to be there. And I was just sitting with somebody trying to go over it, trying to give them as much as I remember so they could, fill me in on what I don't remember. But I don't think y'all really catch that. And I'm not the only adult that has that residual effect of trauma. Even she had to say it. She said, no, I was living out there. Half of my things was just because of the environment I was in. And that's been scientifically proven. The environment you in can definitely help mold a little bit of who you might become. And no matter how much I try to sit and I don't understand it in our black communities, we don't sit and talk about our trauma. I just try to do that with my family with whatever the hell this past weekend. And instead of talking about the traumas, we rather put a band-aid over it, glaze it, shellac it, make it look good. Make it look, we know it's shit, but make it shiny shit. We know it's a turd. Pour some gold on it. Now it's a golden turd. Still shit. And y'all don't want to come to that conclusion. It's still shit. It's still things that we need to work through. Now, if we have to wait till you guys die, and I mean like the older generations and stuff die, for us to actually be able to work through our things, that's, come on now. Now that sounds ignorant. That sounds dumb. We should all be able to work through our generational curses together. But yet we have segregation even in that. So in asking the questions about this story, this bowling alley, and what the fuck happened, got more answers of my childhood. Regardless if you feel like, oh, well, why do you care? Because it was my childhood. It's my brain that cannot put the pictures together. I always have people ask me, do you remember this when we went here? No, I don't fucking remember. I have a horrible fucking memory, and no matter how much time I tell y'all that, y'all still don't give a fuck. You still trigger me when you ask me, do you remember that time we went here and da-da-da? No, I don't. You know what my brain remembers, bro? Trauma. You want to know what my brain remembers, bro? Y'all want to really know what my brain remembers? Trauma. Ask me some questions like that. Help me work through that, and maybe then I can get the positive memories back. But y'all don't see that. Y'all don't give a fuck about that. You just want somebody that's going to stroke your fucking ego. Oh, yeah, I remember that. I don't remember shit. I don't remember shit but bad shit. You want to know why the bad shit stuck? Because that was more vivid. That's pow, happening. Bow, bow, bow. The good shit, it was selective and few. I'm going to start talking about my family trauma, the different things PTSD that I've gained through family trauma. And then eventually I'm going to move on to the environmental trauma that I gained from shelters and things like that. And I feel in talking to just myself on these videos is going to help me heal, because I'm going to get it out instead of sitting here by myself every day thinking, am I the fucking problem? Hurting, thinking, am I the fuck? When am I going to see my mom? I live 10 minutes away. Damn. She can't even come. She can't even, oh yeah, I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you. You're going to have a new place and I'm going to help you. And I'm going to Can't even have my own mama see my first fucking place. To help me with my first fucking place. Nothing. Nothing. And I don't just put it on her. Grandmother, daddy, sister. The only person that's been here was my brother. And he only got to come for half a minute. I didn't have no furniture. I didn't have shit in here. Didn't even have fucking heat. Stayed here with 8 days with no heat. On the floor. Big life living. But in order for me to talk to somebody or talk to my mama or talk to this person or talk to this, I gotta stroke another motherfucker's ego. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of having to feel suicidal because y'all motherfuckers want to do the opposite of what God says to do. I'm tired of holding all the generational curses and trying to break them when it should have been a team effort. As of today, I will only be doing things that pertain to me. That pertain to the curses that I know for sure pertain to me, will pertain to my future and my children. No longer will I be trying to, okay, yes, grandma, okay, mother dear. No. Because you guys helped in creating the monster that you don't want to be around. And now that you created something, you don't want to be around it. But you want to claim it when it does something good. You want your name to be attached to me when I do good. But you don't want to have shit to do with me otherwise. Keep listening to the motherfuckers that don't got kids. Or the motherfuckers who got kids and their kids don't even fuck with them. I know that we all had pretty interesting childhoods. If I ever can get my siblings all here and maybe some people from the church that I grew up with, because that was a really good conversation. Maybe then we can all come to some type of realization of where we really are. Where are you on your testimony? Ask yourself that. A lot of us don't even sit and pray for God, but we swear that we're his favorite. You don't even sit and talk to my father. He don't even know you no more. Like literally. He don't even know you no more. And you expect to get to the gates and be like, well, at least what? What did you at least do? There was so much greater potential in all of us. What did you at least try to do? He gave you everything inside of you, just like he gave Jesus. What did you try to do? You can walk on water the same way our brother Jesus walked on water. What have you tried to do? Lackluster. And allowing other people with lackluster to put us in their group. I don't have lackluster. I'm not that type of person. Therefore, you don't see anybody really around me because everybody that's trying to be around me has lackluster. And that is the lesson God is teaching me right now. I want to praise my Father in my house. And when people come through my door, I expect them to do the same. Oh, you don't bow. No, yeah, Jesus this, Jesus that. No, when my social worker was here, she kept her attitude positive. When people really love you, when people really fuck with you, when people really want to see you shine, when they really support you, and when I tell you, me and my caseworker, we have been through some things together, baby. You would think we was in a motherfucking relationship, but we not. But technically, you kind of have to be in some type of friendship or relationship to be working with somebody, help them get in the house and help them do this, help them do that. And I'm not saying that she did outlandish things to help me get into this place. I found this place by myself. I came and went to the viewing by myself. Stop the cap. I did it by myself. When nobody, my tire popped on my scooter and I had nobody to bring me to a viewing, I got here by myself. Never been to an apartment viewing before. Don't know what I'm supposed to be looking out for. Been asking people, can you give me some advice? Can you help me with this? I find that it's lackluster and crazy that a lot of adults don't want to help their own children get the knowledge of what they had to learn. No. Just go. And then you'll learn it by yourself. Here, just put on the parachute and jump. I would never. I could never. Even the kids that ain't even my blood-related kids, I could never. You ask me for help. Okay, let me help you. Not, go figure it out. Then the same people come to me for help. The audacity of the same motherfuckers that I asked to come, can you come help me? Can you please help me? I'm telling you I'm autistic. I'm telling you certain things my brain just do not get. I need somebody to sit with me. This is what I had to even explain to my own caseworker. I've even explained it to my therapist. And we're going 6 years strong now. 6 years strong now. That I voluntarily still see this woman. Okay? Because she took the time to research me. She took the time to learn me. I done switched my name about 15 times with my caseworker and my therapist. Do you know they ain't never got my name wrong? They ain't look. When I tell you my name is Jebediah, you speak it out of your mouth when you call me. That's it. I just got on a phone call with somebody I ain't spoke to in over 20 years. Bet 5. Soon as... So I just want to know how to pronounce your name. Is it Jebediah? Yes, it is. It's Jebediah. Okay, well, can I call you J or JB? You can call me JB or J, whichever one you can pronounce. That's fine with me. But took 5 seconds out of the day. That only took 5 seconds out of her day. She ain't talked to me in 20 years. In 20 years. Stop the cap. A lot of us don't want to because we just don't want to. A lot of us ain't trying. A lot of us figure, well, we're old enough, we'll get over. I'm telling you right now, this younger generation, by the next year, you ain't gonna be able to get over, baby. This younger generation gonna wax that ass. The same way you was waxing our ass, they gonna start waxing y'all asses. It's gonna be one little slip up, one little statement you say out of place. And it's gonna be a young person to come behind you and realize, you know what, I don't gotta give you the respect because you ain't giving me the respect, and I'm gonna wax your ass. Same way I kept getting my ass waxed. Hello. We ain't talking about that though. I ain't spoken to this person in 20 years, and they still took the time and had the decency and the respect to ask me, what name am I called? What name do you go by? What name has God transferred you into? And I think that's the best way we can start asking people right now. What name did God give you? No. I don't want to know I don't want to know. I don't want to know what your parents named you. What name did God give you? When God wake you up in the morning, what does He call you? Some of us don't know that answer because we ain't hearing God in the morning. We just hearing ourselves. It took 5 minutes for her to just do that. And I will always respect her for doing that. It had nothing to do with me being trans. Because believe it or not, a lot of people change their names the older they get. You end up getting a different nickname. My name used to be Alex. People used to call me Alex. Depending on when you met me in my life, amen. Here we go. Depending on